Welcome back. I'm here today with Kris Nielson. He's the CEO of Monkey Bar. Kris, welcome to today's show.
Thank you, Alan. It's good to be with you.
So, Kris, you have a very unique and fast-growing company located up in Rexburg, Idaho.
That's right.
But before we get into the company itself, I want you to give us background of how did you get into the role that you're into today? You're, starting from school and, basically, the process.
Yeah, so it's an interesting question. So I came to school at BYU, Idaho, up in Rexburg, Idaho, and studied business. Set out to go into law, but decided to change course when I took some business classes. Loved the organizational strategy type stuff. And I did that. When I was in college, I began to run some incubator businesses, really enjoyed it. And a friend of mine introduced me to his father who had some patents and wanted me to start doing some business development work for him. And so that's essentially how I got, the shoe in and started. But I had done some other things, and I was going to be doing something like that, whether it was there or not. But that's kind of where I landed.
So basically, you came into someone else's turf,
right,
to start with, and
yep.
How did it feel first starting in? Because you're the CEO today, so there must have been some type of a process that evolved with. I need to be in a different position and reposition where I'm at.
Yeah, I was very close to the founder, the person that started it.
Okay,
he and I were very close friends, and he's an engineer by nature. And he develops products, and he's brilliant at it as well. And he let me take the reins and really run the company. And that was
that at first? It was like, here you go, Kris. It's yours. Or?
It was unspoken,
okay.
But at first it was natural for me to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I started bringing some people in on an advisory board level that helped give me direction because I was very inexperienced. Yeah. But I was able to execute upon what they would tell me to do.
Okay.
And so, but other very experienced, successful business people, and that's how I evolved into becoming, a leader of a company that. From not having a lot of experience.
So in the process of developing leadership, let's say, how big was the company when you stepped into it?
Oh, a couple $100,000.
So it was relatively new.
And how old was it? 300,000. It was about 2 years old.
2 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And then what happened?
And then I joined up, and my buddy and I decided we wanted to have his dad move to Rexburg, and we were going to start trying to run it from there. So we sold what was existing at the time and used that as our seed money to start what we wanted to do with starting these dealerships and selling these products through a different business, through this business model that we were working on.
So, were you nervous?
Very nervous. Yeah, extremely nervous. It was very nerve-wracking to figure out how to take on liability at such a young age, and I had other options of things to do, and I was passing all of those up to take this on, and I was putting my eggs in this basket. So that was a little nerve-wracking.
Okay, so for the listeners here, let's talk about what is the product or the process or the service that Monkey Bar provides.
Yeah, so when we started, my partner Jared started out by patenting a product. He actually just designed a product for his own garage. It's a garage shelving system. He didn't like what he saw at the big box stores, so he designed something for himself. At the encouragement of his wife, he decided to start making this product available to others. And when he started to do that, it started to take on some natural interest. And so he was manufacturing it right in his own garage, 20-ton presses right in his own garage at home, just in the suburbs of Boise, Idaho. And so that's how it started, but it's evolved very much since then. Now we're in the polymers industry. Now we're in the wood industry with cabinetry. And so as we've evolved and developed more products, what it is, we develop shelving systems, cabinetry systems, and flooring systems for residential garages. And so it's a garage organization and storage system for homeowners.
And you really hit a hot area for the home improvement. And as real estate gets more expensive, people will say, hey, let's get the garage worked over.
Yeah, people want to have a place to put their things, and they want to have it organized.
So I'm visiting here today with Kris Nielson. He's the CEO of Monkey Bar. Kris, I need to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Great.
Grandpa, can we do chemistry? Papa, Daddy. Grandpa, let's do something fun.
We'll help you stay organized so you can focus on what really matters in life. Give us a call today and see how we can help you start saving taxes. Welcome back. I'm visiting here today with Kris Nielson. He's the CEO of Monkey Bars. And is it Monkey Bar or Monkey Bars?
It's a good question. It's Monkey Bar. It's Monkey Bars. It's Monkey
Plural.
Bars, plural. Yes.
Okay. So this concept of garage organization has really strung a chord with a lot of people saying, hey, I got a messy garage. I'm going to bring in Monkey Bars and have them fix it for me. Now, how did you know when you started in on this company? You right out of school, you shifted locations from Boise to Rexburg. How did you know when you're really starting to hit a chord and this company was going somewhere?
Yeah, it was a few years after the downturn in 2008.
Okay.
Was when we really realized that we were onto something. I mean, we were having some success before then, but when we really started to be able to replicate the model and figure out how to help these independent business owners, these dealers of ours, become successful in the garage industry. My partner, Adam, my main partner, he is, one of my best friends, and he's one of the most passionate people I know. And he saw the opportunity and really said, Kris, we've got to figure out how to make these dealers successful. And so with his tailwind, I started to organize things and started to pull the right people together, and so that we could focus on how to really develop this market. And then we pulled in one of our most successful dealers to help us on this journey, and he's been phenomenal. So really pulling the right people together, the team, and capitalizing on each other's strengths has been kind of how it's come about, and they all helped me realize just the value of the opportunity.
So what's your growth rate been like?
So this year we've been about 45 to 50% over last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's that's high growth.
Yeah. So it's been grueling this year for sure, but it's good because we have the infrastructure in place where it doesn't feel like 45 to 50%, which is that much better. So,
and it's a patented process in place, and
yep, it is patented products, and we have distribution through these dealer networks that of people that we essentially partner with to bring the products to market.
Now you have it's a distributor network, is that right?
Correct.
In different areas, and you're not currently in the Bay Area, I understand.
Yeah, we're not.
So
no.
an aspiring person that says, "Hey, Kris, I want to have the Bay Area."
Yeah.
What do these dealers make? The distributors make?
It ranges because we have dealers in
high
smaller
and low.
markets.
Okay, give me a big
high, a few $1 million.
A year?
A year.
Oh my gosh.
No, in gross.
In gross. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you're low, $500,000.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
gross.
When you're dealing with the Bay Area, this is a really big market.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. This would be a very big opportunity here for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So as you scale, and the company's still relatively 40-50% growth is impressive, but it's nowhere near what this potential is.
Yeah, that's correct. So our objective is to bring greater order to people's homes.
Okay.
Through their garage. The garage is the last place that people see when they go to work, and it's usually the first place people see when they get home. When they use their garage. And so that can be an uplifting experience or not. And so we're looking for the best dealers to represent the products that want a great business opportunity and that want to go out and realize, have a lifestyle where they can help people every day. And there's a lot of gratification that, comes from that. So
It must be. I'm just thinking this area with the price of real estate and the fact that space is prime.
yeah, space is prime, and how we use our space is critical to our lifestyle. To being able to not go buy the second set of skis because we can't find the first set because they're buried somewhere in the garage, or any other assortment of items can fit that same. Yeah.
So I can tell you, I know what my garage looks like, and I'm like, okay, I want monkey bars in my home. So for a person wanting your service, first of all, how do they find monkey bars?
Yeah, it's a good question. So one of our dealers, an authorized monkey bars dealer, will do advertising and find ways to get a hold of you through online advertising or other forms of advertising. And so you can just find us on the web at monkeybarstorage.com.
Okay.
And they'll go on, fill out a form, inquiring and requesting somebody to get in contact with them.
Okay.
So
now
that's a lion's share of it. There's a lot of other, we do a lot of social marketing, a lot of trade shows, a lot of direct print type marketing and other things.
Okay. So the person shows up, says, okay, I'm here to install, or it's basically first with the consultation visit, right?
Right.
What do you want? Okay.
Yeah. So how that process works is somebody will show up that represents the local market, and they'll ask you what your goals are. They want to know what you're trying to accomplish, and they'll assess your storage space, and they look at hundreds and hundreds of garage spaces. So they're very trained in understanding how to make the best use of space. So once they understand what your needs are and what your goals are, then they start to help you understand how you can use your space to meet those goals. And they'll start proposing and mapping out and laying out and designing a garage. So it's a well-functioning but also a well-designed garage, both. And then they'll work that up, and they'll give that to you in the form of a quote or a consultation proposal.
How do you deal with the client that calls up and it's a complete rat's nest? It's like you got
hoarder.
Yeah. You got too much to even start organizing.
Yeah. So a lot of times our dealers will either use a third party company to help come in and get it to the point where they want to take it on. Some dealers will take that on as an extra service, or they'll outsource it to somebody else. Or they'll just tell the homeowner, you need to get this to a certain state before we're going to go any further.
We have to be able to get the door closed, right?
Right.
Okay, so in this process, you actually do a design for the shelving units, or present something there in design model?
Yeah. So they'll provide a quote or they'll provide a design, a 3D design of the entire garage, the shelves, the cabinets, the flooring, and they'll even throw in props so you can get a virtual experience of what you can look forward to. Yeah.
And what about workbenches? Like if I I got drills and saws and all this stuff. You have all figured out for the
for the do-it-yourselfer?
Yeah, do-it-yourselfer.
Yeah, for the weekend warrior type.
Yeah.
So we have various workbench stations that we have developed, collapsible for smaller spaces so they can be out of the way. And then we have fixed workbench solutions with cabinetry sets that go around them to provide all the drawers and so forth. But yeah, we have lots of different workbench and workstations.
You mentioned that you do different materials sciences like polymers and wood and and so are those options, or how does that?
Yeah. So typically we see garages consist of the wall space, the floor space, the ceiling space. So we have things that maximize all those. So we have ceiling racks, we have cabinets and shelves that go on the walls, we have polymers that go on the floors to help them be easier to clean. That's the goal. They're decorative as well, but the main purpose is to keep them easy to clean, which concrete can be a little more difficult. And so, all of those things come together to provide a whole entire system.
And then what is the whole process taken out? These cabinets they're inventoried somewhere.
Yeah.
Or are they custom made?
Yeah, no, we make them all ourselves.
Really?
Yeah, in Rexburg, Idaho. So we make all all the products. We're the manufacturer of all the products.
You're like a cabinet maker then,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they get shipped out to the place. And
Yeah.
how long does that process take?
Oh, I mean, we can cut a cabinet out in a day and ship it the next day.
Okay. So
A whole cabinet system. Yeah.
Wow. So usually it's on its way within a week.
Yeah.
And then installation typically takes how long?
A couple days at most.
Okay.
So a heavy full system can take 2 days, but we can sometimes get our systems in a day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do most people want when they do the garage organization system with Monkey Bars? What are they looking for?
People want their garages back, and so they want to maximize the space they have. They also like to have things accessible. They want to know where things are at, and they want it to look nice.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on the client, we can go more heavy on looking nice, if they don't want to see anything with cabinets, or if they want more functionality with the rack systems that we have and everything in between.
What's a typical range of the system, garage organization?
Yeah, you're
system?
$5,000 to $10,000.
Yeah. And so, and does that include, that's the shelving, does that include the contractor fees? And
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
No wonder you're growing so fast.
Yeah.
You think
we definitely do garages north of that.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a typical average size home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, Bay Area is still open for market?
It is, yeah.
So any aspiring contractors, as they want to do garage organizers, how do they contact you, Kris?
So we have lots of people contact us all over the country for wanting to be dealers, and what we do is we have we take that relationship very seriously. I mean, it's a relationship that we're going to invest heavily in, and so we're particular about the people that we bring on. But once we bring them on, it's a great relationship and a very prosperous one for both parties.
Okay, and how would they go about contacting you for?
They would just come on monkeybarstorage.com and find, there's a request on how to become a dealer.
monkeybarstores.com. Been visiting here today with Kris Nielson. He's the CEO of Monkey Bars.
monkeybarstorage.com.
Storage. Thank you.
Storage.
Storage. monkeybarstorage.com. So for more information, reach out to Kris at monkeybarstorage.com and learn how you can get a garage in a storage system installed in your home or become that licensed dealer.
Yes, very
Kris,
much.
it's been great having you on the show today.
Thank you, Alan.